for us, and we're gonna look to go on a November run here. Personally, daily fantasy wise, like November and March are always like my best months. So I'm hoping sportsbook wise, it's gonna turn out the same.
Yeah, I closed out my October. That was Halloween, right? Yeah, closed out October 31st on a good note. So let's hope it continues. Yesterday I didn't have a losing bet. I had a push and a win. So I think it should have won because the Hawks shouldn't have. I mean, they played really good, but they just had to give Kane that hat trick to push the over, and then they stopped playing.
Literally.
But other than that, record is on its way up for both of us. I mean, after these past, we haven't. I don't know. We've started off rough, so
It feels better than it has been. I'll say that.
My best bet's doing fairly well, so.
Mine's not. Yours has.
Good,
What's up, Nick?
good.
Tim? I'm sure both of them are in here. If not, it's one or the other. Hope you guys are well. I went 4-1 on Sunday. I passed on yesterday. I didn't like any of the games. I would have taken the under probably in Tampa and Washington because I'm in a little group chat with some friends from high school, and they asked what I liked, and I told them that one, and of course it won, and I didn't post. So that was that. But how about them Shattenkirk props they didn't post on Sunday?
Yeah, and how come that Ducks game was perfect, and it just felt good
really
to get a win. Felt good to get that puck line at the end, like. It felt CBJ winning in overtime or shootout, felt great to get a actual winning.
Yeah.
And Getzlaff getting the point, that put me through the roof. I was feeling great.
So we'll turn our focus now to today's card. If you like what you hear throughout the show, be sure to follow us on Twitter at Royal Bettors, at Jaric_rubel11, at JakeElder19. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Give us a thumbs up on the video. Comment, interact with us. We're always down to chat. And let's get into this Tuesday card here. We'll start things off here with Arizona and Philadelphia. Why not? Arizona plus 190, Philadelphia minus 240, home favorites. Over under 5.5, minus 110 both ways. Now, normally here I would look towards the Flyers puck line and the over. These damn Yotes have made it too damn close for comfort for me these last two games. And I lost the Carolina bet with them. I mean, the Flyers are coming home after a Western Canadian swing. I feel like the Yotes have to win at some point. It might not be tonight, but I'm kind of expecting it soon, and I'm hesitant to, because we thought Carolina was going to destroy them.
Yeah, but watching that game, they did. Vejmelka just made stupid saves the entire game. There was a pass across and a one-timer, and Vejmelka just dives. It hits the side of his glove. It didn't even go in.
The 5.5 kind of.
Yes, nice. Exactly. Don't try to overthink it. There's no reason.
That's normally what I say, but I'm not betting anything else. I'm just staying away from it. So I don't know. I'm not. I am overthinking it, but I'm not.
There's no reason to fade it here for me. It is part of my card. And yep,
fade Arizona.
I don't know. Fade until the entire season, right?
Yeah, literally until there's absolutely no value anywhere.
Yeah, because I think after they get a win, the value might be better for the team they face next. They won.
Definitely. That's why plus money puck line here because they covered it last time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly the Hurricanes.
500. That's what I said it was gonna.
That's what I was saying when they were down. Arizona was up 1-0. And I was like, if you guys aren't out here betting the Hurricanes to win, first of all, I just kept saying they're going to win 5-1. The opportunities after opportunities never came through, but they took the dub, so whatever.
So I'm just going to pass on this one. Jake's over here leading Philly right away.
Yep, Philly minus 1.5. That they don't stop scoring. Atkinson's going to get 2, Couturier's getting 2, Yandel's going to score tonight.
All right, I like it. Prop City for Jake, maybe.
Yeah, I'll hit that one a little later.
Yeah. All right. So Vegas and Toronto here. Vegas big road dogs here, plus 180. Toronto minus 220. Over under 6, shaded under. Surprised we're getting a 6 here. I mean, under City for the Maple Leafs here. Nobody up front for Vegas. They lost Carlson now. I mean, he's out, 6 to 8 weeks. They had a collapse late in regulation versus the Ducks. They managed to win it at OT. Now they start this Eastern Canadian trip. The Leafs have won 2 in a row after they've lost 4 in a row. I mean, Toronto still has the inability to score goals, if you ask me. I mean, Knights games have been incredibly inconsistent in the totals department, but I think the under does make sense at 6.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with my theory of how I look at all these teams when they're home and away. Vegas plays 20 times better at home. Like that's just how it is. And when I say better, they play offense and defense. I feel like away they are more of a let's play defensively.
It feels like a
And
clunker when they're on the road all the
like
time.
yeah, like just play defense, try to survive, and get our goal. When we can. Let's see here to get my entire initial card.
The
Can't go wrong.
Sabres.
Yeah,
Tim,
we'll
you
get to
better
that
put
game later.
Tim, all right, it's a late game. Everything you win in the early NBA slate and whatever at CSGO, whatever else you're betting tonight, you got to put all those winnings on the
All of
Sabres.
it on Buffalo.
All of it.
Entire card, all the money. Let's see. Yes, for a goal in first period and first period over.
Yeah, it's been a wagon.
Yeah,
it dates back to last year, that streak for Vegas with the goal in the first 10 minutes.
But once again, I feel like that's an at-home type thing, not an away.
It's just not, though. I don't know.
It's just that feeling of watching. I don't know. But I
it even
like
happened in Dallas, and it still went under 5.5.
Oh, the first. Oh, you're just saying the first. Okay.
Goal in the first 10 minutes. He likes the first period over. I don't know if I'd go there for this one. But
yeah, I just feel like it's going to be a defensive game for Vegas, and Toronto they're flustered right now. They signing guys, big contracts, don't know what to do with their team, so whatever. I'm going to stick with the under here at 6, like you said. I got it at minus 120. Pushes there at 6, so that makes me feel a lot better. I do have a player prop, but I'll save that for later.
All right. Detroit, Montreal, Wings plus 125, Montreal minus 145 home favorites. Over under 5.5, shaded under. Detroit's been playing really well since the Habs spanked them last in that same building that they're playing in tonight, but Bertuzzi's not there again tonight.
Dylan Larkin's
it's going to be another
out.
Larkin. I forgot about that one, yeah. This is just going to be another pass for me. I just don't have a feel for it. Don't like it. Don't bet it.
Yeah, so Montreal got that one win at home, or if they're at 2 now, but either way, they got that first win at home where everyone was on them like, all right, this is the game they're going to win, I really like them tonight. I know it's minus 140 is a steep price, but I did take it because I really feel good about them in this spot. Like I said, yeah, Larkin and Bertuzzi, that's their 2 best offensive players. I mean, Zadina's been playing really good, which I might look at him for player props. But
Lucas Raymond.
Yeah. I remember putting Zadina in my lineup that I cashed in, so I was like, picked him right, so I'm gonna stick with my guys. Not touching the total here. Couldn't tell you where that's going. But I also have another player prop. Talked about that later. But I did bet Montreal money line and Montreal in regulation. I think they're gonna play a good game here. I like the spot they're in.
All right, Jake liking the Habs here.
Nope,
Pass for me. All right, Nick there on the Habs. Dallas and Winnipeg here. It's a pick 'em minus 110 both ways after the news that Connor Hellebuck missed tonight. So Comrie's going to get the start in that. Over under also a pick 'em, 5.5, minus 110 each way. Dallas can't score jack shit right now. Every single game has gone under 5.5. Winnipeg comes back home after a 3-game road trip. Last time they did that, they spanked Anaheim 5-1. I do like Winnipeg here in the spot. I think Comrie will be able to shut the door. I mean, Scheifele's back in the lineup, which is huge. This guy owns Dallas. 16 goals, 18 assists in 29 games versus the Stars. I'll definitely be looking towards props of his. And honestly, even though I think Winnipeg wins this game, I'm definitely looking towards some Sagan props. I'll get to what I'm looking towards later there. He's got 24 goals and 21 assists in 40 games versus the Jets. So I'm thinking some of those props will be worth it there. But on a side perspective, I still like the Jets here. I think Andrew McGinnis, I saw a tweet that he put out. I'm sure everybody who watches this knows who Andrew is. Dallas is shooting at like 4.3%, something awful this year. I mean, they're just getting pucks on net. They're not getting quality chances. And I like Winnipeg here. I'm going to keep it simple. Dallas is doo-doo, and they're missing some pieces because of COVID as well.
All right, so
not big pieces like Hakanpää, our guy.
I think he's playing. I'm pretty sure he's playing tonight, though.
Okay.
Yes, I did read that. He's in tonight. But so I like the Stars here for the reason of that trend can't continue forever. And Winnipeg's been very inconsistent this year. And I mean, that's been due to Hellebuck. Hellebuck's been inconsistent too. I don't know. And he's not even playing tonight. So that kind of throws that out the window. But the under 5.5, like you said, all the games have gone under. I have that on my card. I really like it. I mean, Dallas can't score. And I mean, the Jets, they have improved themselves. They win 5-1 and then they lose, 2-1 to like teams that they shouldn't be losing to. But I like the under. The draw bet here, also good. I think actually a really good play.
Game with the Stars always features.
Yeah,
Daniel
it's
over
one.
here.
I
took that into
1-1.
consideration when I took the money line here. I don't think Dallas has the firepower. I don't know. I mean, sure, with Comrie net, you could lean towards Dallas in overtime, but Jets on home ice here, Dallas having to go through customs and all that. Give me Winnipeg.
True. But I'm gonna take the draw. I bet very little money on a 1-1 final, 2-2 final for a 60-minute line. Reasonable. And then another player prop, which I'll go to later. But I do lean Dallas Stars game under 5.5. Simple as that.
Literally.
Yep, I have that on my card there. But I lean Dallas to win this just for. I don't really have a reason. Robertson's back in the lineup. Maybe that'll give them the spark they need, which is why I do like him to score tonight. But
he's been back though, like a week. He's on all my fantasy teams. He hadn't done anything.
I thought it was his first game back was tonight.
That's Shifley.
And those lines are messed up.
Nah, I like it. I got Prop City in this game. When
he's actually playing on the third line?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
I wouldn't break up that top line the way they've been playing.
True.
All right, anyways. Ottawa, Minnesota. He's on Dallas. I'm on Winnipeg. And I'm Shifley, Sagan heavy props, and I'll get to some other ones too. Ottawa, Minnesota. Ottawa plus 185. Minnesota minus 225 home favorites. Over under 5.5 shaded over. Ottawa's on their first back-to-back of the season. They were 0-7-2 last year on back-to-backs. We're most likely going to see Anton Forsberg in goal. Talbot's for Minnesota. I like the first period over in this one.
I think it's Gustafsson.
Is it Gustafsson? All right. What? Okay. It was either
I think
or.
it was
Go figure.
But I don't got anything on this game, so you can talk.
I like the first period over, minus 115. Ottawa's 5-2 to it. Minnesota's 4-4, but both these teams give up goals early, and Ottawa scores a good amount of them early on in their games. Their big boys were quiet last night in Chicago. I say that changes tonight. Kaprizov also I'm kind of looking towards. I'll give you that one early. I think that line's overdue to get going here, and I think this is a good matchup to catch the Sens.
Yeah, bro. He has to get going. I've been riding too, and he just isn't.
I don't know why I'm not betting Minnesota from a sides perspective, but I don't have it written down. But I mean, I'm not going to talk you out of it because I think it makes sense.
Dang. Two things I got to say about Buffalo. Cody Eakin is likely coming back, which is a big boost in my opinion. But Olafson's out. Or he could miss today's game. But
it is what it is.
I forgot we talked about the game, but it's later. We haven't actually talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm passing on this one. I do not like Minnesota 0-8 against the spread this season.
That's a good call. I actually didn't notice that. Good call.
Yeah, I don't.
Normally, I look through teams like their schedule, like see how many 1-goal games they're in. And you're right.
What's the odds for this first 10 minutes? I gotta look because that seems like a very good.
Yeah, it does seem like it. I can see. That's why I just like the first period over here. I want to keep it simple. It's the main thing I liked when I was looking at this game, and I thought it should have been like minus 135. So I'll take the minus 115.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll be staying away. I might bet that first period or goal in first 10 minutes. Yes, because that seems very reasonable.
Find the odds.
Time of first goal before 9:30, minus 140. Unless FanDuel has something different, but I don't think they do it. That's the only thing that it offers for DraftKings. Minus 140 is pretty high price, but
Yeah, it's not really past my limit. That's barely a money line I would take.
Yeah. Maybe just take the first period over. It's minus 120. Good money, too.
Changed since I got it. Crazy. All right.
Wait, what'd you get it at?
Minus 115, so 5-cent change. Big deal. But
Gotcha.
Nashville, Calgary. Nashville plus 120. Calgary minus 140. Home favorites. Over under 5.5, shaded to the under. I'm going to keep riding this Flames first period heater. Minus a half goal, I got it plus 155. Calgary's led after the first period in 5 of their last 6 games. The last one was the scoreless game against Philly. I mean, the Flames are playing good hockey right now, man. I hate to admit it, but they're a bet-on team for me until further notice.
Yeah, very much agree. I like that first period play, but that's where it ends for me, because I feel like for some reason the Flames opened up at what, minus 140. I feel like they should be way higher, and they weren't, which made me feel like it was
Folks
like
have
that.
been very nice to Nashville. I don't know.
That's why it feels like a trap game to me. Like where like the
I
Flames
thought it was a trap game with Philly, and Philly had 4 shots halfway through the game.
minus 130. Oh, is that for the money line?
That's probably for the first period. Yes, or goal in first 10 minutes for Ottawa.
Oh yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, I would bet it at minus 130 for sure. Flames are on Flames.
Yeah, literally. Heater.
Yeah. They just
They're the best team in the NHL right now, and
Yeah,
I hate
they
to admit
are.
it because they're my favorite bet to miss the playoffs.
Yeah, they are something. I don't like them.
They're a wagon
It
at the
sucks,
moment.
but
Blake
I'm
Coleman shot props. I mean, he's been putting hella pucks on that. So yeah.
I'll be sitting this one out, that's for sure. I have nothing at all.
All right, so pass for Jake. I like Calgary to lead after the first period, minus half a goal, plus 155. Onward west in Canada. New York Rangers taking on the Vancouver Canucks. Rangers minus 135 road favorites. Canucks plus 110 home dogs. Over under 5.5, shaded under. Honestly, like, I'm surprised this number's not at a 5 the way these teams have been playing. Like, it seems like 5.5 has been hitting for these teams every single night. You just look at the recent games, 2-1, 3-1, all these games for these teams. Like, I'm gonna be ballsy here. I for some reason didn't write the price down, but I looked at it and it was like plus 140 something, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna take the under 5 here. I'm gonna be ballsy. I know, like, minus 115 makes sense because it's just a normal price on the under. Like, I should do that. I'm gonna do that, but just don't be shocked if it goes under 5. I'll say that.
Do you remember last year when I bet the Rangers Islanders 0-0
Yeah,
final?
I do
And
remember that.
it went 0-0 all the way till third period with 8 minutes left or something. Like, if that's a feeling you have for this game, there's a very good potential that it happens. Like, it's just that.
Like, it's a golden rule of mine to not bet under 5. I've done it once. Like, proceed with caution. Like, I should just do the minus 115, but like.
Yeah, no. When you're feeling it,
Nick, you got an opinion? Be the judge here.
Like, I legitimately bet a 0-0 at like plus 3,000 or something.
Like Shesterkin versus Demko. I don't see this game being 2-2. I don't see, like, you can even look at both teams to score 2 goals. No, that market.
They can't score. No one's proving anything. I'm staying away because the Rangers are just on my no bet list right now.
On your shit list.
Yeah, they're just too. The only thing I like to bet them is unders. I took the under yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever day they played.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I might just post both. We'll see. Like, I do like the 5. I'll be honest. Like, I really do like it. Proceed with caution, though. I'll just say that. And the first period under. I don't want to leave that out. I think I might have forgot to mention that. I bet that minus 115. So,
yeah.
Rangers and Canucks. Jake's passing. All right, New Jersey, Anaheim. New Jersey minus 125 road favorites. Anaheim plus 105 home dogs. Over under 5.5, minus 110 both ways. Bernier hasn't been confirmed yet. I'm sure he will be. I'm going to be all over New Jersey here. He's 3-0 so far this year with a 2.32 goals against. He's 9-2-2 in his career against his former club, Anaheim. 2.01 goals against average. I'm just going to side here on the money line. I don't want to get too crazy with the regulation cheese because for some reason Anaheim's been pulling off these wacky comebacks and forcing overtime. So, I mean, and I could see this game getting into OT because Gibson's number, he's also 4-2 with a 2.09 goals against the Devils. I mean, I could see a good old goaltenders duel in this one if I'm going to be honest. But just the way both these teams have been trending, though, like I'm not going to bet a total.
Yeah,
they've been
definitely.
going way over.
Because it feels like they would, take the under, but yeah, both teams can
I'm just going to take
fire
minus
goals.
125 on the Devils money line.
Yep. I have a little. There's other reasons we're on the Devils, but we don't need to go into that. The Ducks are not the best home team, which makes no sense why they're better away than they are home. But they just aren't, though. I never backed them at home. I backed them on the road all the time. I hope they weren't home last game. Were they?
The Ducks, yeah, their record. I was just going through the random stats on covers, throws out the random ones. I feel like we're at that point.
I just said I don't back them, and then if they were home last game, I don't think
they were home last game, but their record at home after a home win's awful.
Oh yeah, I backed them because the Habs had their Montebo and whatever his name is in, and I like the Ducks spot, but Ducks are not the best home team to me. Devils here, they get close every time. They've been playing good hockey and goals in Anaheim. Dang, all over he's on the complete opposite side of you, Jaric, there.
What did Nick say? He said goals in Anaheim. Well, hey, I didn't say I like the under. I said I like the Devils to win.
Yeah, but
I said I wouldn't be surprised if we got a good old goaltenders duel based on the numbers. But I said the way they're trending, I'm not going to touch it.
True, yeah, I'm on Devils money line, Devils regulation.
All right, we're both liking the Devils here. Buffalo at San Jose. Buffalo plus 130. San Jose minus 150. Tim, I hope you're listening because I got some important things to say for this game. Over under 6 shaded under. No comment. Biggest pass of the night for me.
Yeah, I don't.
That's all I got to say, Tim.
You're not taking. You're just talking about the over under or the whole entire game.
No, I have no opinion on this game. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I have zero opinion on it.
Dang, I thought you were going to talk about it. What you sent me with the.
No, because that was information I got from someone else's show, and I'm never going to give someone else's picks out.
Gotcha.
If you want to hear it, I listened to the Ice Guys, and Alex Smith brought up the point that Buffalo absolutely just destroys San Jose on a head-to-head basis. It's like 28-10 something, and they're 13-5 in their last 18 meetings. But I'm not going to post any plays that are someone else's. Even though I completely agreed with it, that's not who I am.
Yeah, I won't be either, but I'm going to tail him because it seems very good, and the Sharks have been god-awful to me. I don't understand. I'm here.
Tim! Go Buffalo.
Oh, on the Sharks puck line?
Yeah. He likes an all-out shark attack. He's been saying that for a while.
Fair enough. I do not have a bet on it. Or I lean Buffalo with what you're talking or what you told me Alex said, but I don't have a bet on it. What I do have, well, we can go into player props now, right? We're both passing.
Yeah, we'll transition into props now. Perfect.
I'll start with that game. Timo Meyer's out tonight, and he's been their best player. I like Tomas Hertl to score tonight with him being out. I mean, it was between both of them. They're both the top two guys for not scoring wise on their team, but odds wise. But I like Hertl to get them back in the net tonight. Him or Couture, but I'm gonna stick with Hertl because he was my first instinct.
All right, I'm going to stick in that same game here to start things off, even though it's the late one. Rasmus Asplund to score a goal, plus 350. This is a play that was also given out elsewhere, but us doing this at 3 o'clock, I can't help it. This guy's had goals in back-to-back games. He had a 2-goal game. This is one of the guys. Even last year, I was betting this guy to score a goal. You scroll through my Twitter, you find it. Asplund's my guy. He's on the top line. You mentioned Olofsson's out. I like Asplund to score here tonight against San Jose, and the way that Buffalo trends against them. I mean, that's almost like a guilty pleasure.
I kind of talking about it, I lean the over, but I'm not betting it. Yeah, I'll go into another game. I'll go into that Dallas Winnipeg game. I like
Yeah, that's
Robertson.
okay. That's where I was headed next.
I like Robertson to get on the board tonight. I don't want to say anything I don't believe, but he's going to be my pick for tonight to score. Just no reasoning. Tom reason net. I mean, I don't think there's going to be a lot of goals, but like else hasn't gotten to the net. Like they can't score anything, so maybe he'll give him a little spark. But you said he's been back. I thought it was his first game back. But I
No,
guess
he's
I'm
been on
wrong.
my fantasy team. He's been playing. So yeah, in that game for me, I'm on Scheifele to score a goal in his first game back, plus 195. As I mentioned, 16 goals, 20 or 18 assists in 24 games against the Stars, and then Scheifele again. Sagan over half a point, minus 110, and then I did bet him to score a goal, plus 260. I mean, 20 goals, 21 assists in 40 games versus Winnipeg. Like, that's a point a game in 40 games. Like, come on, that's incredible. And I will say, you're going to see Scheifele and Sagan playing rock, paper, scissors for who has to leave the ice first, because neither of them want to leave the ice after warm-ups.
If that happens, I hope I get to see it.
It probably will happen, I'll be honest.
Alright.
Sagan, was it? Sagan and Marchand did it earlier in the year. Dallas and Boston played.
All right, so you're on Sagan and you said Scheifele, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, one more. Because I saw Sveshnikov and I kept thinking Andre. Evgeny Sveshnikov plus 390 on that top line. He's been playing well for Winnipeg. And, Dubois, too, I've been riding the half of points for him. I know it's like minus 105 or minus 110. I mean, that's probably another way to look. I mean, I see 3 or 4 goals coming from Winnipeg here tonight. I really do. And I think it'll come from Scheifele and Sveshnikov, and then probably Dubois pitches in. I mean, maybe he'll get a goal too. And then, as I mentioned, Sagan for the point per game reasons.
I'm going to slide over to Montreal and Detroit. I have 2 here. Like I said, I like Zadina. He's been playing real well. And with those guys out for Detroit, someone's going to have to score if they want to win. I'm going to ride him. And I don't think he's that common to score. He's
probably like 350 or more if I had to guess.
Yeah, he shouldn't be that high up there.
He's probably a nice chunk of change.
Yeah. Other than that, 240. Thought it would be better, but we'll take 240. Mike Hoffman. He's.
I had a feeling
He's Montreal's best goal scorer. He was elite with he was Blues. Yeah, he was Blues power play.
He's been good everywhere he's went. Even Florida, he went on like a massive point streak. Okay? I don't know why I'm going to bring this up, but you remember that game we were watching at your house, Hawks, Florida, and Hoffman, 3-point night. He just ripping one-timers from that right dot. I think that's the game to break it, tied it with like 0.3 seconds left.
No, I swear I do remember that because like he just sits. He's like Ovechkin, but on the opposite side, right? Because he plays on the opposite side to fire those pucks in. Yeah, so I'm gonna ride him.
He's basically Kubalik.
Yeah, there you go. And so he's got a rock.
It's basically him.
I like goals in this game. It's Jake Allen versus I think Nedeljkovic. Either way, I don't like Detroit tonight. So I think Montreal's gonna put goals up, but I don't think Detroit's just gonna sit away and not get goals. Montreal's not that good defensively, so I might lean the over actually. Now that I'm talking about it more too, but Zadina and Hoffman for me. We got what are the odds of who?
See, I think I wanted to make that joke all day in all the chats, but I'm thinking to myself just because I have anxiety. I'm like, oh, people are like, what the hell is this kid talking about? Shut the hell up. It's like, no, I'm telling you, that's a real thing that's going to happen tonight. Scheifele and Sagan are 100% facing off.
Minus 105, minus 105. That's the odds. All right.
I swear, that's been on my mind all day. They should have props for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide real quick over to Philly, Arizona. I don't know if you have anything in this one. Probably not, right?
Nah. I will here. Just real quick, Kaprizov plus 120. It's the only thing I'm going to say in that one.
Oh, it's a Wild?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to get on the board. I mean, I don't know if he's got a goal yet, but he's got to get going at some point here.
He should be like plus 150, though, at the rate he's been playing, but I'll take it plus 120.
Flyers are going to score goals tonight. It's Arizona. Vamelka just got announced as official goalie, which I hate when teams that don't
Dude,
have.
honestly, noted though, every time the Yotes play a day game and he's in net, look out. Go under, I
Oh, I
guess.
was going to say, yeah, it's not a day game, but either way, Philly's going to be on the goals here. Ellis is still out, so Keith Yandel should be the main guy there. I know there's one more kid.
Sanheim will be up there. Ristolainen will be up there.
Everybody, Philly's
Provorov. I mean, they
yeah,
got a lot of
Philly's got guys everywhere. But Keith Yandel, I like him to get a point tonight, plus 110. It's actually one of my favorite bets of the night, actually. So, because the chances are if Philly scores 4 or 5 goals, he'll be at least 1 point in there somewhere. And then I will go to my last one, which is Vegas and Toronto. I don't know what it is about it, but I bet Hyman with the Oilers against Vegas, right? I'm pretty sure it was Vegas.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So.
Or was it the home game against Philly? I think it might have been that one.
Maybe.
My uncle, I know, bet Hyman that game. He was mad hype. He was texting.
Okay, then it's got to be that one because he said you and my uncle when he scored. But I'm going to go with Michael Bunting here for Toronto.
Yes, Jake. I don't know why I didn't make him a prop. He's in my DFS.
Yeah, I like him to score tonight. It's just that feeling he's going to be getting in. He's going to be pissing off Leonard all night. And I think he'll get a tap in, some loose puck from a shot from Matthews.
Here, you got anything else real quick? I want to look up his splits against Vegas because I know in that West Division they played last year.
I do not have anything else. That's my.
All right, well, I'm going to talk while you guys. Here, I'm going to talk while I type. So you're not going to see my face.
No,
you're going to see like
you're good. You can type. I'll talk. Or
right.
I have 4 tickets. Dang. I'll go over my DFS lineup. Oh, I'll start my DFS.
No, I got a couple more props real quick. Henrique to score a goal, plus 280, I believe it was. I might be wrong on that because when I wrote it, I didn't bother to go back because my app was glitching. And over half a point for him, I know is plus 105. And then a sleeper pick. I don't know if it's a sleeper, but Dawson Mercer plus 380 here. I like the Devils to get the job done. I mean, he's been on a little bit of a heater here for the Devils. I mean, why not a little sleeper pick there? I mean, I'm not going to put a whole lot on it. I put like $5 on all the, plus 250 plus goal scorer props. I mean, so I guess that's like a 3/4 unit for me, not a full unit. So yeah. Oh, and Pavel Zacha over half a point plus 105. Sorry, I got a whole bunch of stuff written down here.
Yep, they're all good bets there.
Because Henrique's had, I believe, 2 points in each of his last 3 games, goal and assist in each of them.
And he's looked good doing it too, like watching him play.
Yeah, here I'm coming up here on these Bunting splits. I'll let you know. Because I know this dude on the road. What are his home? Yeah, I know that Toronto's at home tonight, but 9 goals, 3 assists on the road. I remember like all of his goals last year were on the road.
Yeah, I was gonna look up.
5 games against Vegas, 2 goals, 2 points, 2 shots. Okay, so he's shooting 100% against Vegas.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just that feeling of I like when spots for Hyman and Bunting being on those top lines with those elite players. Yeah, can't go wrong.
Now that he's in Toronto, I'm sure he will get attention when he gets rolling. But like, nobody talked about him in Arizona last year, and that man was like Rasmus Asplund. Basically, they were the same person on different coasts on awful teams.
I'm riding Sagan with you, so hopefully you're right.
All right. Well, hopefully Dallas can score a little bit because that's still like I'm confident in Sagan. It's just can Dallas score? That's the question mark.
I feel very good about my lineup.
You want to go over before I get to mine? Then we'll get the best bets.
I'll go. I just had a lot of money or a lot of money left over, and so it was between like Sagan and below, which is basically everybody. It's like Sagan, Couturier. And
if I'm gonna be honest, Sagan doesn't deserve to be priced the way he is.
True. Scheifele's cheap.
That's what I'm saying. It makes no sense. It doesn't. They should both be around the same if you ask me the way Sagan's playing right now.
Yeah. My computer's overheating.
Dang.
So I got Sagan, and then at center, like I said, with Timo Meyer being out, someone's gonna have to produce for the Sharks. I'm gonna go with that. It will be Tomas Hertl.
The
So
Ninja Hurdle.
you got him in there. And then this is my favorite stack of the night. Montreal mixed up their lines for this game. And like I said, I'm big on Montreal tonight. They moved Drouin to center again. And I believe he was playing the wing for these past few games, or since the start of the season, and now he's at center with Hoffman and Anderson, which are both probably their two best goal scorers. Toffoli's cooled off, and Suzuki's a playmaker. Like, those are the two best goal scorers, Anderson and Hoffman. And they're going to be aside Drouin. I like all three of them. They're all three pretty cheap. So I got them three stacked in there. My last winger is Michael Bunting. Hopefully he gets on the board. If not, he's going to be involved in that game, I believe. But and then my two defensemen are pretty expensive. But like I said, with that cheap stack of Hoffman, Drouin, and Anderson, I was able to afford Carter Hart as my goalie. That's a no-brainer. He's the most expensive one, but like that's a no-brainer right there. So I can afford that. Like I said, well, Keith Yandel is actually fairly cheap, and I like him to get a point tonight. He'll be on that shot. I believe he'll be getting shots too. And then I'm going with Dougie Hamilton. Devils play him a monstrous amount of minutes. So looks good for that. And that is my lineup. I feel very, very good about it. And I cashed $25 in my last lineup. I got 6th out of like 250. If I would have just played one other person, I would have cashed first place because I was only down by like 7 points.
Dang. All right. So Jake's DFS featuring a lot of Montreal Canadiens. Mine's going to feature quite a few people from the Winnipeg Dallas game. Even though I'm hoping I'm right on these guys getting the goals because they could totally go under. So, like I said, with the under 5 in Vancouver, New York, proceed with caution with this one. I don't mind getting a little random, but Scheifele and Sagan, those are probably the obvious center picks that you knew I was going to give out. Bunting, I mentioned, was in my lineup. I like Henrique. Even though Bernier is my goalie, because his numbers against Anaheim are awesome, I think Henrique will at least get a point and keep that streak going. Evgeny Svechnikov there on that top line for Winnipeg, I like him to get, probably a point there, get some shots on that. He's a real cheap option, and I needed a real cheap option. He's like $2,800, so I put him in there. Pionk, because that man we always talk about, gets an assist no matter what it is, always finds a way onto the score sheet. Moritz Seider, this guy's had a point like 8 straight games. I think he was named Rookie of the Month for October, and he's been awesome for the Red Wings. And what a draft pick from Steve Yzerman. When people asked about, why he picked him, he said, just Google the guy. Now we're starting to see why he Googled him. So Moritz Seider in my lineup, and then Kaprizov's my utility man because after loading up on the wingers that I mentioned, Kaprizov 7,500, I was able to afford him. So Scheifele, Sagan, Bunting, Henrique, Svechnikov, Evgeny, that is, Pionk, Seider, Bernier, Kaprizov. DFS lineup for tonight.
Sounds good. Then I want to say one thing, and then we'll give our best bets and end the show off. Going over the World Series, because, it is tonight, right? They play tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what are you going to say? Because I have a bad feeling.
I just wanted to say what I said to you on the car when they came back and won 9-4, 9-5. I think that this game's got to go to 7.
Yeah.
The Astros were down 4-0, came back, made it 5-4, then took away the game and finished 9-5. That has to be very impressive because the Braves had to go all out to win that game. They had to give all their cards to throw in, take home the World Series before they go back to Houston on Houston on a win. I'm not betting minus 135.
I'm wary of this, man.
But
I get the
live
Astros
betting,
run line, man.
yeah, no, I think the Astros are going to win tonight. We're going to 7 games. But wait live. If the Braves take the lead or have guys on base or something, and that Astros line drops, I'm very confident. Yep, Astros in 7. I can't tell you where Game 7's going to go.
He has a future on the Astros, though. I think it's either him or Terry, but I'm pretty sure Nick has the future on the Astros.
No, I said the Astros when the lines drop or when like the series lines dropped, like before Game 1. I was like, the Astros are going to destroy the Braves. I don't think the Braves are missing Acuna and whoever else. Like
They
should
blew a
win.
3-1 lead last year.
Yeah, they will not win this game. And I'm not going to take minus 135, and I'm hoping the Astros don't get on the board right away and that line can drop slightly to like minus 110 or something, because I'm gonna go plus 550. Yeah, that's huge.
Nice.
Good for you. Astros that team is just I read their lineup, I'm just like never ending defensive masters too, like, and I was big on them in the series.
I could see this one being like a 7-2, 6-2 Astros win.
Yeah.
Total could be iffy because I see it being right around 8.
The run line, you're right, dude. The run line is a very good look. I may want to do it.
Like at being back at home, it just everything, all signs point to Houston.
Yeah, I thought their line would honestly be more than minus 135, but I also don't know baseball enough to like confidently say stuff, but I know how momentum works in sports and stuff like.
Yeah.
All right,
let's get back to our hockey best bets here. I'll kick things off with the New Jersey Devils minus 125 on the money line here. I love the Devils here since last night. I was texting you, and I texted, I believe it was Nick in the group chat we're in. I was like, I'm all over New Jersey and Winnipeg tonight. I love this. I was giving off the Bernier stats, all that. So I'm super big on the New Jersey Devils. Bernier, I hope I'm not a jinx. I mean, Bobrovsky allowed 1 goal against Boston when I said he was just god-awful against them. So hopefully the goaltending theory gets back in full effect here and the Devils take care of business. The best bet records, I mean, you see it on the bottom of your screen there. It's Kaka.
Yeah, it's rough. Mine is almost at 500. Hopefully we can get there one step closer. My best bet will be, I want to say Montreal money line. Minus 140 is a lot of juice, but I'm confident in it. I put half, we'll just say like half a unit on, or I don't know, a whole unit on the money line and a whole unit on the regulation line. I like Montreal here a lot tonight in the spot against Detroit, missing players.
Do you have the odds pulled up right now?
Yeah, I mean, I have them written down of what I bet them at.
Okay, I was gonna say, could you see what Montreal team total over 2.5 is?
I can, but yeah,
because they just haven't been scoring, so I feel like it's probably a decent odds.
True. Montreal regulation line is plus 105 though, which I really liked.
Yep.
I don't think Detroit's gonna have anything in them tonight, but we'll see. Montreal minus 155.
Yep. Never mind. All right. New Jersey Devils, my best bet. Jake on the Habs, and we will be back with you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Right? I believe we're doing 9 a.m. I think we always change the times up.
Yep.
All right. So 9 a.m. Break down a Wednesday card with you. Just 4 games to talk about. And yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. The Earl brothers, thanks for hanging out with us. And for anybody else who tuned in live, I don't have the viewer count pulled up on my screen, so I don't know how many viewers we had. If you watch this as a video, we appreciate you making it to the end. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Twitter at Royal Bettors, at Jaric_rubel, at Jake Elder 19. Do you have something else to say? Look like you're gonna.
Nope.
All right.
We'll
catch you guys tomorrow.
Let's keep rolling on these positive days here.
All right. Take care, everyone.